Hey everybody, it's Jillian. So, one thing about fame, fame is not what it's cracked up to be. It's not something you really chase after. It's not something that you can actually predict. Fame is something that just happens because you are a controversial figure or you happen to think in a different way. And so, I some people say that, oh, your your protocol is stupid, and you only got this little bit of fame because of the asinine things that you say. And let me tell you, there's a lot of people that say a lot of stupid stuff out there on the internet. Like, there's a lot of people that say a lot of stupid stuff on the internet, and they're not really given a national platform, even if it's just for 45 minutes or a half hour with commercials. Okay. I thought that the reporters and Dr. Phil were going to talk about my protocol in a nice way. Like, I was under the impression, no different than Carol Baskin was under the impression that Netflix was going to do a story on the tigers and Joe Exotic and how horrible the exotic animal trade is. But no, they were looking to sensationalize her story, plus then sensationalize Joe Exotic. No different than I was under the impression that BuzzFeed was going to do a great, story on my perspective, and that Dr. Phil would give me at least 15 minutes to get my perspective out there and let the world decide. I didn't know it was going to be a chop piece. I didn't know it was going to be a negative piece on me. So, I had something that people were not sure really if it had any credibility, and it was enough that even the people that didn't like me raised a fuss. So if I'm famous, if I'm famous per what you say, it wasn't by me alone. I was happy, sort of, running my crazy group with crazy moderators back in 2017 and 2018. I mean, I wasn't happy, but I was doing fine. And then I thought that maybe I had a national platform with a great positive backup, from the media. And it turns out, no, that wasn't the case. But it gave people an idea of another idea or another perspective on life and death. And so now it's up to them. So if you don't want to make anybody famous, I mean, these are for the people that are like, wow, I don't know how the hell you got famous for being asinine. Then don't talk about me. Don't create these groups and these posts and these articles and memes and things to slam me, because you're only making it worse as far as making me more famous. Believe me, I don't want to be famous. I just want to live an amazing life and help my friends and family, and yeah, I mean, we're learning now that viruses are not the enemy. It's the weak bodies that are the enemy. And so, we have to examine and at least consider the information. Oh, we don't have to, but it would be to your best interest to consider the information that I have, as well as the confirmation from other people or their testimonies. I mean, Mary Fuller, she's able to get on YouTube and face all of her naysayers. Well, I did that too on a national platform. I don't now feel the need to expend my energy going back and forth with the naysayers, but she needs to get it out of her system. Good for her. She believes in this so much because she's seen a difference that it doesn't matter what people say. And that's the same thing, me too. It doesn't matter what people say. You will voice your beliefs if you have a strength in public speaking or a strength in videography, a strength in whatever. And so you do what you got to do to get your beliefs across and your personal experience. So, believe me, I didn't get famous, quote unquote, alone. There is nothing that I did by myself. It was the help of everybody that gave their energy to me. No matter how you gave it, you all created this. And so now it's up to you to do whatever you got to do with the information. But I just find it interesting that, like, well, yeah, so Dr. Phil, I was under the impression that Dr. Phil was going to be in my corner. I was under the impression. Just like I was under the impression that BuzzFeed was going to be in my corner. Okay, so, I went on those outlets because I thought that I would get a good, fair, accurate cover of, this information, a fair, accurate chance to be able to get my point across without being slammed left and right. Okay, so it is what it is. But no matter what, through all that controversy, all that energy, it gave me more incentive to do more research. And now we have this coronavirus where you're all forced to be locked down. And we have until May 1st, okay, before they open up Ohio again, where now it's like they're going to let people out slowly. But, you still have the choice to stay home. And you still have the choice to do the protocol, stay home and heal and seal and do whatever you got to do. So it's not like you have to go out there and run business and be out there. If you feel that you may not have what it takes, do the J juice, take your unemployment and do the J juice. You know what you're capable of as far as mixing in with the public, and look inward. Okay. I mean, this is an excellent opportunity no matter what, because the government can't keep those that are able to go out there and mix. They can't keep them locked up, and they're going to keep protesting. And I understand that. I mean, we have to allow those that are able to mix in with the public, do what they got to do. And those that know they can't because they have predispositions, they will have the opportunity to stay at home, do what they have to do, whether wait for the vaccine or do the J juice. Okay. So you still have choices now. I mean, we are really coming upon and already experiencing a major opportunity. And if you squander this opportunity, you don't get another chance. If you have predispositions in your family and your family has heart problems and cancer and disease and chronic illness and all of that, and you're dealing with this virus and you're not helping your body, mind, and spirit with this right recipe, you are rolling the dice. Yeah, you may survive the one wave of, symptoms, but this virus is relentless. It'll keep chipping away at you until it finds the biggest weakness, which is your vital organs. And then sometimes there's a point of no return. And if there is, then it's going to be that much harder to climb out of that hole. So if I can get you before those actual events happen, and now you have the time still and you have the choice to stay home and utilize your time wisely, do it. Don't squander this opportunity. So, a lot of, the people that didn't understand me a couple of years ago, whether it's my in-laws or whether it's my trolls and naysayers, whatever, they catapulted me to the next level of evolution. As much as it was so difficult to deal with all of that a couple of years ago, it was necessary. Just like when you guys go through your healing process, it's necessary. You have to face the demons, whatever they are. And if you don't, you will eventually, and you may not survive. Okay, the Jilly Juice will give you the strength to survive facing the demons that have been in your ancestry, in your DNA for generations. And sometimes, it may be time to break the cycle of craziness, break the cycle of predispositions. You might as well. You have choices, yes, but, it's either that or wait for the virus to kick your ass. If not this year, it'll be next year. Or whenever there's a resurgence, because this virus is mutating. It's mutating faster than they can make a vaccine for. That's how fast this virus is mutating. So at this point, with 7 billion people who are weak on this planet mutating this virus, and then they're going to allow people to mix around freely because they can't keep those that are strong enough down, the virus is going to be out of control. So now at this point, you're going to have to make these choices. And you can hate me for the information. You can love me for the information. No matter what, you're still faced on your own to figure it out. And I hope you make the right choice for yourself and for your kids and for your family. You can joke about all this all you want, but when you're struck down by a virus and you're trying to breathe, or you have predispositions that are coming to surface, like your vertigo. Some people are saying that they were in a car accident a couple of years ago and their vertigo is now coming to surface. That's not a known symptom of this coronavirus, but it's a predisposition that you're going to have to deal with if that's in your history. Every single weakness, every single accident, every single issue, diagnosis, whatever's in your family history, genetic history, that's going to come to surface, and it's come to surface that much quicker. Maybe you would have dealt with that 5 years from now, but now this virus is accelerating the aging process and it's forcing your immune system to do what it needs to do to upgrade. And if you don't have what it takes or you have weaknesses, the body is going to try to heal itself. And if you don't have the necessary nutrition and minerals, then you may not survive the events that are in your future. Okay? So you've got to give your body what it needs to survive this environment. If not, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. All right, I'm going to go, but fame does not come in a vacuum. Fame is created by those that give a person energy. If you don't want somebody famous, don't give them any energy. Don't give them any kudos. Don't give them any negativity. Don't email them. Don't private message them. Don't stalk them. But anytime you stalk a person, anytime you bully a person, anytime you throw any mean energy or nice energy anyway, if you don't want someone famous, you don't give them anything. Don't give them your minerals, especially because you can't afford it. Keep your minerals to yourself. But those that can afford to give away part of themselves, fine. Give me your energy. You better hope you can afford to give away your hormones to me, your energy. You better get a return on your investment. If not, then it's wasted energy. The second law of thermodynamics doesn't discriminate. So you better have what it takes. All right, bye.